The Los Angeles County Superior Court has announced that partial dates of birth will be removed from the public kiosks and from the court website. What does this mean? How does it impact you? Stay tuned. Welcome to Background Screening Tips and Tech. I'm Tim Santoni. If you're new here, this podcast is all about sharing insights and tips in the world of background screening. I also interview guests who are experts in the industry. Please consider subscribing and sharing this podcast with your colleagues. So, the Los Angeles County Superior Court announced on February 20th that as of the close of business, this coming Friday, February 23rd, partial dates of birth will no longer be available via kiosks or online. If you read this carefully, you will notice that the partial dates of birth will be removed from the court website and the publicly available kiosks only. It doesn't say that the dates of birth won't be available with clerk-assisted searches. So what does this mean? What is the true impact to the background screeners, employers, and landlords? Court website, lacourt.org. To run criminal searches, you're going to be only able to search by name. This means that the search will be useless, so you will need to convert to a physical search, or you will need to partner with a research company like Convergence, Baxter, Astute, Affirm, SJV, etc. If you're using the Court Smart search from Equifax Workforce Solutions, you should be okay because the search is looking at provided date of birth and matching it with incarceration records and the date of birth associated. If there's no match on the date of birth, then the search will need to go to the clerk for assisted search to verify records. If you're using a traditional research company like Convergence, Baxter, Astute, Affirm, SJV, or I should say Informed Data, etc., you should reach out to them and see how they will be handling this change and discuss the anticipated impact on the cost of the search and the turnaround time. The PBSA has announced that they are aware of the situation and are preparing a communication and outreach to the court in hopes of finding a remedy to the situation. The PBSA is urging the screening industry to share the impact of the situation and any potential workarounds. I have done some outreach to one of our research partners, and I want to share what they have said about the situation. They have told me that the situation isn't going to be as much of a debacle as many believe. They also shared that research companies with large research teams will still be able to process clerk-assisted searches. Yes, the turnaround time will likely go up a bit, but it will still be manageable. So, is this really an issue? Yes, I believe it is. This move by the LA County Superior Court shows that they can take measures to make it more difficult to access court cases. If we as an industry don't fight this, then other courts might do the same. The hope is that we can get this reversed, but if we can't, the fight is still worth it. In my opinion, if the courts are truly concerned about protecting the personally identifying information of the defendants that they have records on, then they should create a way in which researchers and background screeners can get credentialed to get access to full dates of birth for the purposes of background screening, assuming they follow data protection, encryption, and other procedures to safeguard the information. Thanks so much for tuning in, and please consider sharing this with your colleagues in the background screening industry, and leave any comments below. Thanks.